When someone asks ChatGPT, Perplexity, how do I find a good business coach? Or who can help me get more clients as a consultant? The AI isn't Googling it in real time. It has already a model of the world baked into it, built from essentially everything that is on the internet. Your brand either lives in that model or it doesn't. And the way you get into the model, you become what's called an entity. And no, I'm not going to turn you into a robot. So don't let the word spook you. An entity is just a person, place, or thing that the machine has identified, given an ID to it, built the facts around it. So for example, the Eiffel Tower is an entity. Nike is an entity. Your business can be an entity too. You just have to give the AI enough consistent, credible information about you that it goes, oh yeah, I know them. That's the whole game. So let me show you how to play it. Step one is boring, but it matters more than anything else on this list I'm going to give you. You have to show up consistently everywhere. I'm talking Google, business profiles, Bing places, Apple Maps, the BBB, industry directories, citation sites, Reddit, all that stuff. Go on it, claim it, verify it, make sure it's all consistent. The business name and the description in the URL is consistent across all these places. If there's a contradiction, the AI is going to get confused. You don't want that. And please make sure your LinkedIn is not a ghost town. LinkedIn is one of the platforms these AI systems actually trust. Keep it updated, keep it active. I know a lot of us don't like LinkedIn anymore, but please still play on there. Here's a fun bonus. When real humans search your brand name, that also signals to AI systems that you're legit. So everything you're already doing to build your reputation, the referrals, the testimonials, the word of mouth, showing up and delivering like on a YouTube like this, it all counts towards GEO. Here's where we get a little more tactical. And I actually want to show you something. We're going to talk about schema markup. Schema is code you add to your website that tells search engines and AI systems exactly what your business is. It was actually developed jointly by Google, Microsoft, and other major search engines because they needed a standard way to understand websites and what the websites were all about. And it translates directly to how AI systems understand you today. Now, before you close this video, because I said code, stay with me, okay? I'm not a coder. You don't have to write a single line of code yourself. I'm going to show you a free tool, because I like free shit, that does it for you. This is the free tool. It's a schema markup generator from technicalseo.com. It's totally free. It's actually straightforward, and it generates the code for you. You pick your schema type. I usually like to start with FAQs because that's a good way for the AI bots to read. And all you have to do is follow the directions. When you hit on the FAQ, it asks you the questions. So you always want to start with who is your organization? What do you do? Type of thing. So I can type in, what is CMO Growth Guide? And then I do the answer. CMO Growth Guide is a consulting service for coaches and consultants and small business owners. Who is Andrea Palten? Andrea Palten is the founder of the CMO Growth Guide, and she's a marketing consultant. So you can see here with the FAQs, I ask the question and I answer them in full. I repeat CMO Growth Guide. I repeat Andrea Palten. And then you just take the code. It spits it out for you. Like I said, you don't have to write any code. And then you copy and paste it in the back end of your website. So if you have your own website on like Wix or on Squarespace or on Kajabi like me, super easy. There's custom code you can implement and paste it there. If yours is more technical or confusing or you didn't do it yourself, you can ask your web developer to do it. So walk through it and fill it in as completely as you can. The more you have, the better. You also do the same thing with the organization where you put your name, your URL description, your social profiles, everything. Everything that you have, throw in there. And remember, full sentences. Once you've got your schema code generated, do not just slap it in your site and assume it's fine. And so you want to make sure this actually worked. And so you need to actually validate it. And I got another, what? Say it with me, free tool. This is the official schema validator. and it will tell you if anything is broken or missing. It also shows you exactly how the engines are reading your data on your website, which is honestly kind of cool. Think of it as like a spell check, but for AI signals. The businesses that take the time to do this are essentially handing the AI a cheat sheet that says, here's who we are, here's what we do, and here's why you should recommend us. Now, this is a total competitive advantage right now because most people haven't done it. I just talked to a marketer who's been around the block and they had no idea what I was talking about when I was talking about schema coding, and they're a consultant. So guess what? Are they going to show up or am I going to show up? And so I want you to show up. And here's the thing about AI systems. They are voracious. They read everything. They crawl Reddit, LinkedIn, Medium, podcasts, YouTube, hey, Pinterest, industry publications, magazines, news. Literally everywhere there's content, they're paying attention to it, which means your content strategy and your GEO strategy are basically the same strategy. When you create something, distribute it everywhere. Turn a blog post into a podcast episode. Post it on Medium. Share it on LinkedIn with your perspective added to it. You can pull a clip for Instagram. The more places your brand shows up talking about your area of expertise and what you do, the better it is for AI to pick you up too. So for example, for me, I write a YouTube script just like this, then I repurpose it and I can turn it into a LinkedIn article, I can turn it into Substack posts, I can turn it into LinkedIn posts, I can even turn it into an email newsletter for my own list. So repurposing is queen here. Make sure you repurpose. And here's the part that makes it really powerful for consultants and coaches and small business owners. Your clients are asking AI very specific questions. They're going to ask like, how do I build a sales funnel for a service business? They're going to ask, what should I look for when hiring a business coach? They're going to ask, what kind of nutritionist do I need if I have diabetes? And if your content is answering those exact questions in enough places, you start showing up as the answer. That's not an accident. That is a system. And I love me my systems. Last one, and this is a giant one. When AI answers a question, it often pulls and cites from sources it considers authoritative. Think about what happens when you ask ChatGPT something and it says, according to Forbes, or based on information from Inc. magazine. It's not just making that up. It's telling you where it gets the data from. So you want to be in those sources. That means getting mentioned by publications, blogs, and sites that AI systems already trust. This is where good old-fashioned PR and link building makes a serious comeback, which is the traditional SEO. Press releases are underrated for this. When a release goes out over the wire, it hits hundreds of news sites at once. Your brand, your name, your keywords, all over the place in one shot. So I personally, for my business, I don't do press releases, but for Techstars, where I help with their marketing and communications, we do press releases there from time to time because that helps. It's usually a little bit bigger companies, but I do want you to think about it for yours. You could possibly do press releases. But otherwise, other things you can do is you can do guest posts on respected industry sites. And a byline in a place that AI already trusts puts your name in great company. And the goal is simple. You want to make it easy for the AI to find your name showing up in credible, relevant places, connected to the exact topics your clients care about. I try to get interviews with podcasts, so that helps me. So I'm not the podcaster, I'm the guest. And every mention is another vote for me. It's going to be another vote for you. And that racks up those votes. GEO is not some futuristic thing you'll deal with later. It's something that is happening right now. And a lot of your competitors are not utilizing it. So this is the time to make sure that your website is optimized so it shows up. This is your window. The businesses that are going to win the AI search game are the ones that do the work now. So consistent listings, solid schema, content that answers real questions, and third-party mentions that build credibility. None of this is rocket science. It's just marketing. It's SEO on steroids, and it's done intentionally for the area that we live in right now. There's a lot of content work you can do as well. I have a mini course on that, on how to make sure that your site is showing up. I did also add the schema code stuff in there just to get a little bit more granular and show how to do it. And also, if you just want to work with me hand in hand, and I can actually help you do some of this stuff, we can do that as well. And I want to know how far along you are with this stuff. Please drop it in the comment. Is this brand new? Is GEO like brand new to you? Have you already tried to make sure that your website is GEO friendly? Are you out there doing all the work? And are you completely already showing up in AI results? I'd love to know where you're at. Drop it in the comments below, please. See you in the next video.